Hello out there, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at this 2015 release, The Gift, a film starring Joel Edgerton, I believe written and directed as well, and also starring Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall from Christine, which I highly recommend that film, about a true story about a female newscaster in Sarasota who sadly took her own life right on live air. Really tragic story, but I digress. The Gift is a terrific film. Of course, Jason Bateman, I've been a fan of his for many, many years, including back in the day when he was on Silver Spoons, and even another show he did that was sadly canceled before it had a chance to really find its footing, called It's Your Move, which admittedly is not high art, but I think he showcased his skills quite nicely in that show. But nowadays people know him from the Ozarks, and I liked that first season okay, but I never really got into season 2, and I know a lot of people really like it, and it's, I believe, won some Emmys. But I just think in general Jason Bateman is a pretty good actor. I mean, he's not gonna blow you away with his talent, but for what he does it very well, and he plays a similar Jason Bateman kind of character in this film, but he does it exceptionally well. And it's a story basically about this married couple who moved to a new city. Jason Bateman's starting a new job, and they got a house, and I think they're playing like late 30-something people without kids, but I think that there's talk of them trying, or at least I think they want to go down that road. And they managed to bump into an old acquaintance of Jason Bateman's character named Gordo, and they're at this like Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever. They bump into him, and then you start to realize there's more to it than just old high school buddies or acquaintances. And it's just the tension and the suspense are expertly dialed in with this film, and I think the characters are believable, and you see the motivations behind each one, and I think that really speaks highly to Edgerton's gift as a filmmaker, because I think he's showing not only that he's has a good nose for storytelling through his writing, but directing and acting as well. I think the guy has remarkable talent. He, of course, did another really good movie called Loving, as well as I think he was in a film called Warrior, I want to say, about two brothers who were kickboxers or ultimate fighters. But in any case, I love this movie. I think it makes one feel unsettled. That's probably the most apt description I could give it. And it's just basically about these three main characters, and the tension and the unsettledness are well earned. Of course, it's the Blu-ray looks great. It's proudly advertising that it's certified fresh, which I'm not sure that really means anything to me, but certainly I think a lot of people have agreed with me that this movie is a pretty effective thriller. It reminds me in some ways like Pacific Heights with Michael Keaton, and I think is a well-earned, psychologically taut thriller that deserves to be seen, and is absolutely worth like $1, which is, I believe, what we picked this up for on the used bin. So definitely seek it out. I think you will enjoy yourself, and again, look at Joel Edgerton's body of work. I mean, the guy has talent. I think he's showcasing himself quite nicely over the years. I also wanted to mention that I picked up this really interesting book called Ad Nauseam, which is a real nice throwback to the days when we used to look at the Sunday papers for showtimes of films that are out in theaters. And I don't care what anyone says, I find this stuff to be art, pure and simple. It's definitely something that you don't see anymore per se, with everything being online nowadays, but there was just something quite charming about the artwork that went into these movie posters and these movie ads. And I think that this gentleman who did this book, I believe he did a sequel, Ad Nauseam 2, and then he did another book on Sci-Fi called Ad Astra, which was, you know, a clever little pun. But again, I highly recommend this as well. I enjoy just flipping through this. It just brings back a lot of memories. I definitely recall back in the day, like Nightwing. That was a pretty, at least when I was a kid, I thought it was a pretty scary film. And I remember seeing that ad in the paper. Alien, Friday the 13th, The Wicker Man. It's just a pretty interesting walk down memory lane for me, at least. So on that note, please do take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, happy Easter, and until that next time, whenever it shall be, take care.